All right, it is 5:32. We will call this Board of Works meeting to order. Please rise and join me for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk Treasurer Price, can you please call roll?
Mayor Yates.
Here.
Spencer Fennery.
Present.
Brianna Max.
She will not be here. Very good, thank you. Next item of business is going to be the minutes for the October 6th Board of Works meeting. Is there a motion to accept?
So moved.
All right, I have a motion and a second. Any additions, subtractions, corrections to the submitted October 6th meeting minutes?
No.
All right, hearing none, all in favor of approving the October 6th Board of Works meeting minutes, signify by stating aye.
Aye.
And I'm an aye, motion carries. Next item of business is going to be the claims for October 20th totaling $772,770.09. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
I will second. Any discussion, questions regarding the claims submitted for October 20th, 2025?
This is just the one that includes the everyday transfer, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the 369,800 of that, it was from the resolution that was approved at the beginning of the month by the council to transfer those funds from the general fund into the rainy day. So, okay, any further questions? No. Hearing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And I am an aye, motion carries. On to our business items for this evening. First item of business is going to be to make a recommendation to the common council regarding the trash bid contract that was received by the Board of Works as well as the common council on October 6th. The bids have been submitted and reviewed by our legal team. As the council had a chance to look at those as well. The lowest bid and it would be the current contractor with trash can. So that's who we recommend. That's who I recommend. I think consensus with Julie, everything, all the items submitted were correct format. All items required were submitted. So first, let's get a motion on the floor. Is there a motion to approve awarding trash cans the 2026 trash and recycle bid contract?
So moved.
And I will second. Now let's open the floor for discussion. So any questions regarding?
No, it came in like significantly cheaper, so.
Yep.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Trying to do our due diligence, trying to save some money, but.
Yeah, so it's not gonna change, by the time they add administrative fees, all that, it's gonna stay pretty close to the same, correct?
Yes, it's currently $15.50. But we still do the calendars, we do all that stuff. We're not going to raise it.
Well, this is for
By any
the contract itself.
Right.
Yes.
So
Probably gonna have to start looking at, and this is a
that contract,
two-year contract, right?
Right.
This is actually not a year-to-year, this is a two-year.
right,
contract.
it's a 2-year, and so that contract, with the bidding was for per month was lower.
Mhm.
So those will be some things that the council will need to consider.
Yep. So their bid was lower than what we're.
Their bid was quite a bit lower than what we expected.
Yes.
Okay.
I think it was 146.5. They were currently at like 187, 189, yeah. So
So for this evening, the Board of Works business action item would be to make a recommendation only to
Yep.
the Delphi Common Council for this evening's special meeting. So we have that motion on the floor. Any further discussion regarding the bid and waste or recycle contract from trash cans?
I have nothing further.
All in favor of approving, making the recommendation to the Delphi Common Council for trash cans to be awarded the trash and recycle contract, signify by stating aye.
Aye.
And I am an aye. Motion carries. Item is going to be the Bowen Estates task order. First, we'll get a motion on the floor for discussion. Is there a motion to approve the Bowen Estates Phase 2 engineering task order?
So moved.
Motion, and I will second that. And we have a member from Butler Fairman here this evening to give us a brief overview of that, if you wouldn't mind. Chris?
Yep.
Yes.
Chris Lemiak from Butler, Franklin, Cypher. You have before you a task order for plan review of Bowen Estates subdivision phase 2. This is for Butler, Fairman, and Cypher to review the submitted plans and drainage documentation to check for consistency and acceptance based on your adopted standards and construction specifications. So we'll review the plans that they've submitted to make sure they conform with your standards. We'll review the drainage documents that they've submitted to make sure those are also consistent with the county's drainage standards and with the city's construction standards as well. We anticipate that the plan review should take no more than 15 days from receipt of the plans, review fees, and approval of this assignment. We have received those plans and we actually have started reviewing those to keep that moving along. The proposed work is performed on an hourly not to exceed basis for $5,000 for the preliminary and final plan review, and then $9,400 for the drainage review. And that drainage review fee is based on the total acreage of the development area.
Which the good news is the developer has agreed to move forward with phase 2, which is a good sign of he would not do that had he not seen that there was reason to do so, right? So he waited 5 years, 10 years, but the good news is he sees that phase 1 filling up quickly. We did do a task review for phase 1 as well. So Butler Fairman did the same thing for phase 1. This is the coverage for the city for infrastructure, making sure everything that when we get past that point of approving all the engineering plans and everything is right according to the city development standards, and we're on track. So this is again the same thing we did do for phase 1. So any questions for Chris with Butler Fairman?
No.
Okay, I have no questions either. Thank you, Chris.
I've got a couple of copies.
Okay, sure. All right. With no further questions or discussion regarding the Bowen Estates.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you. Task order to review Bowen Estates phase 2. All in favor of approving, signify by stating aye.
Aye.
And I am an aye. Motion carries. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Exciting that we're moving forward with that. And I think the market's starting to show that it's coming around a little bit. The interest rates are slowly creeping down, and I think 2026 we're hoping 2026 is gonna develop a lot more homes, but 5 in 1 year for the city of Delphi is pretty darn good, considering all the infrastructure's in and we're moving forward. So we're happy with that. Thank you guys for your work. Next item of business is gonna be the excavation permit request for 815 South or 815 South Hamilton Street. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
And I will second. Is there any
No question.
questions or concerns regarding the submitted request for 815 South Hamilton? Okay, very good. All in favor of approving the excavation permit submitted today for 815 South Hamilton Street, signify by stating aye.
Aye.
And I'm an aye. Motion carries. Next item of business is going to be another excavation permit for 119 West Franklin Street. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
I will second. Are there any questions, discussion regarding the submitted excavation permit for Franklin Street?
This is the fiber one, right?
Yep, this is for Frontier Communications. Most of the work is in the alley. One thing I would like to mention and to reflect in the minutes for when we do reply with whatever our decision is, the alley cut, the 4x4 alley cut needs to be put back to the original asphalt or whatever. If the current status, it needs to be put back before winter. All too often we have the alley's left with gravel or whatever they so choose, and it's left for a duration of time, and then we end up inheriting that. So the time frame would be if they do start the work in 2025, the asphalt and the alleys to be put back before winter. So, all right. Agreed with that?
I'm good with that.
Okay, and that was a consensus with the superintendent Aaron Lyons as well, so. All right, any further discussion?
Nope.
On favor of approving the excavation permit for Frontier Communications at 815, check 119 West Franklin Street, signify by stating aye.
Aye.
And I'm an aye, motion carries 2-0. Next item of business is gonna be an emergency permit that we just got this morning for a call that I took last evening regarding 701 North Washington Street. The home has been on a temporary feed, now using a water hose or something for a short period of time to get through. Alan George came in this morning to get a permit to get this fixed for the water department. Is there a motion to approve the emergency permit for 701 North Washington Street?
So moved.
And I will second. Again, this was one that got a call last night from our police department stating we had a water leak at Illinois and this was where the issue was. So any questions or further discussion regarding this permit?
No.
Okay. All in favor of approving the excavation permit for Alan George, 701 North Washington Street, signify by stating aye.
Aye.
And I'm an aye, motion carries. Sure I'm not missing anything. That is all our business items tonight. Clerk Treasurer Price, any comments or words of wisdom for the Board of Works this evening? No? Julia?
No, thank you.
Okay. Any public comments? Okay, just making sure I'm doing my due diligence, right? So.
And I'm good. Motion to adjourn.
Okay. All right, no public comments. I have a motion to adjourn. I will second that motion in favor of adjourning the October 20th Board of Works meeting, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And I'm an aye. This meeting is adjourned at 5:44. Thank you.